All right, guys. So far, this is what we have. But now, remember, we are working with three media queries. So now we with the if we go back to focus on this other guy, this 800 to 899, that's what we have here. So our the desktop image is not available here. So let me bring it up so that we can style it. I will take it up and bring it here. So now if I save, you can see we have it. All right. But the thing is that our div2, hero div2 is supposed to be flex. Okay. So even if we come here, our hero div2 is display flex. So it's supposed to be our hero div2 is supposed to be display flex so that we can center everything, justify content, center. Align items center. Okay, so we have something like this now. Okay, but now this image one, so I think the height is too much. Do you understand? I think the height is too much, but it is not. Let's just leave it. Okay, let's just leave it. Or let's say, yeah, let's make the height something like maybe 100 and see what we have. All right, I think it's smaller. Okay, I think it's smaller. So Um, if I say 150, okay, I want it to look more like a desktop application. So I can go maybe 120. Okay, so we have something like this now. Okay, and then we're also going to have what's it called again? The other image, mobile image. So I'm going to do something. Remember, I'm just trying to create. Oh, sorry. I want to, instead of having a picture, I'm using I'm using, instead of having a picture, I'm actually using, okay, sorry, we can say green. Okay, so but now they are side by side. I don't want them to be side by side. So I'm going to make it, look at what I'm going to do. First of all, the width is not going to be 80%. The width could be something like, let me say 40%. Uh-huh. And then the height could be more than 120. Let's say the height is 200. So now what we are going to do now is that we are going to, because we want the green one to overlap and be on the top. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to make the div2 position relative. I'll make it position. I want to make it a container bus. Then, so the image one, I would also make position absolute. I'll make it position absolute. Okay. Then I will make the top. I want to center it, so I'll make top. Um, I'll make top to be let's say 50%. Let me see what we have. Okay. So you can see what I'm trying to do now, but 50% is too much. Maybe I will go for 40%, so it will be in the center. No, 40 is too much. Maybe 20. So this is what we are trying to do now. This is exactly what it looks like. So let me go and remove the background color of the div2. Let me remove it. You see what we have? Do you see what we have now? Okay. So, but now we have to make the mobile one. We'll have to give it a Z index. We give it a Z index of something higher than the other one or high. This is what we are trying to design. You can see it now. All right, you can see what we have here now. So I can just take back the background color to be white. So you can use an image to do this. I don't have an image. That's why I'm doing this. All right, this is exactly what we have. Yes, this is somehow what we have. So if I go back to, let me go back. Okay, so if I go back to this, you're going to see that's what we have here. Look at it. But now it's an image. Okay, look at it. It's an image, but we don't have an image. I don't have an image. That is why I'm using this one to go. So I have designed it to be something like this. Now, what I can now do is to now curve their, use border radius to curve them. So I can actually, I think this looks good. It's not bad at all, at all. It's not bad. So I can go back here. So now I can even increase. Actually, this is just cool. So you can increase the height. All right. You can actually increase the height of the mobile, or you can leave it. Maybe I can just say height of, let me try height of 250. Ah, no, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Maybe I can say 220. Okay. Then I'll have to push this other one down a bit. The top, I'll have to push it maybe to 30%. No, it's too much. I can go for 25. Ah, guys, I think this is better. So maybe the width. So you can just work around it. All right. Do whatever you can increase the sizes, the width, the height, whatever you want to do. But what I can add here is the border. I can add border radius. I can add border radius. I can add border radius of let's say 20 pixel. Do you see? And then maybe I can also do the same thing for the other guy, for the mobile. So, okay, so this, so maybe I can go on and write something on top of it, but you understand the idea. You understand the idea. But now I want this thing to look so responsive. So let's go back. Let's go to the smallest device. So in the smallest device, we will not have that image. We are hiding it. We only have it display block in this place. We only have it, where is it again? This is the hero section 2, the hero div 2. We only have a block here. So on smaller devices, it will not be available. It is responsive here. Responsive, responsive, responsive. So you can see, okay. But I don't know. Some people might argue that we should also add that image, but I don't think so. If you want to add that image, you can actually add it. You can actually add it if you want to. All right, you can see now we have something like this now. Okay. Then, so this is the next thing we need to work on. Now, this is, so we can practically take, basically, the mobile image. Oh, sorry. I have to remove this background color here. So I can practically take these two to the uh, to the bigger screen. Okay. And then I made the div this thing to be relative. Div hero. I made it relative. The div 2, I made it relative. So I can make it relative here. Position relative. All right, so you can see we have it now. So basically, you see, although we are removing some content based on the size. So if the size is smaller, we are removing this other block. But if it is bigger, we are having it. So you can just style this thing. I wouldn't want to waste too much time on the styling. All right, so you can walk around with the styles however you would want to. Okay, you can walk around with the style. But maybe when it comes to bigger sizes, maybe we can increase the size of this H2. Let's look for it. This H2, maybe we can increase the size to maybe, let's say 5M. Guys, what do you think is too much? We'll go for 4. Okay, I think it's better. I think it's better. I think it's better. I think it's better. I think so. So if you want to walk around the other guys, you can also do that. I think this is just better. Yeah, I think it looks better. Maybe the other one I can make the distance 1.5. Okay. And the button, you can also increase the for whatever you would want to do with it. So I think this looks good. I think this looks good. So if we go to full screen now, let's see what we have. Hmm. Okay, so now you can see what we have here now. It doesn't really look good, but it's not really bad. Okay, so you can actually work around it. So what we can do here is that, um, I want to have, okay, I will take it back. Then I'll bring up my Visual Studio Code and bring it down so that I can somehow be seeing what I'm doing here. So now I want to target larger screen. So for larger screen, the desktop, I can make the desktop height of maybe 150. What do you think? Uh-huh. I can make it 150 or even 200. Yes, I think it looks better. I think it looks better. Then the mobile, I can make it maybe 300. So let's see what we have. Maybe you can take this guy this way. Guys, I don't think it's bad, but you can work with it. You can just do whatever you would want to do with it. So I am showing you, I've already shown you what you need to do. So if I also want to increase the height, maybe this other the desktop, might want to say top should be, no, instead of 25, let it be 20, so it can be in the center. So work around this. Do whatever you want to do with this. I can also change the paragraph. I can also change the paragraph to, I will reduce the font size of the paragraph. Okay, I think it looks better. Then with the H2, I might also reduce. Somehow I think it's scattered. Okay, but what I can do, okay, maybe I can just leave everything the way it is, but I can bring it to the center more. Do you understand? I can reduce the width. So maybe that's what I can do, but I don't want to waste too much time on styles now. So you already know what we need to do. So if I go to the um, hero section, don't we have it? We have hero section here now. Okay, so I can reduce, I can go back here. I don't have hero section here. Okay, I have hero section. Okay, I didn't give it any width. I can say width. I can give it maybe 80%, so it will be in the center more. Nothing changed. Okay, normally it is 80. I can say maybe 70. Okay, you can see it's closer. You understand? So just then on the top margin, I can also make the top margin, the hero section again. I can make the margin top. I can work on the margin top to be something like 20 pixel. It goes down a bit, or maybe I can make it 100 instead of. So I am not going to be doing this anymore. So just go on and do whatever you think will be fine. So if this thing looks good for you, fine. All right. You can also increase the font size and all those things. So in this, like this project, now I'm not going to make it look so good. I'm just trying to show you the necessary things you can do. So, but if I'm working on this project now, make it look better. But you can see it's taking a lot of time. Okay. So we can just work with this. At least it is very responsive. The only thing now is that the styles. Okay, so if we test everything that we have here, okay, how you see this one now does not look good. So you can work out, maybe we can just go back and where is it again? That image, desktop image, the desktop image. Oh my God, I have two desktop images here. Oh, that's bad. So I'm going to the desktop image. It doesn't look good in all of them. So I will say the width. The desktop image, the width should be maybe Would I say 100%? Let me try 100%. Okay. No, I will go back to 80%. I will go back to 80%. Maybe I should just, that hero session we did 70%. I should just take it back. I should just take it back to 80 or maybe 90. So guys, it's up to you. Do whatever you want to do. All right. Even the margin top, it's like it's too much now. So just do whatever you want to do. I wouldn't want to go into doing too much styles. So now the next thing I want to do now is to do the next thing that we have here. Now we have something, we have another block here. Okay, we have another block. So let's go and design this block. Okay. So let's go and design this block. Let's design this block. So I'm just going to create under the header, under the header. So I will go to under the header section. I'm going to collapse this. Oh my God. Yeah. What do we have here? It's like, is something wrong? Okay, I think something is wrong. My tags are not closed well. So this is div one. This one ends where? It ends here. So this is the first div. The second div is this div, and this div will close here. Okay. Then the section will close here. Then the header will close here. So what's the problem, Prettier? Peter says I have an error in my formatting. So let me see. It says line 29. Let me expand to see what I have in line 29. Line 29. What's wrong with line 29? The H2 was not, it says what? The closing tag of H2. So but it seems like it has closed now. We still have it. H2, this is paragraph. So it says on line 29, it's an unexpected closing tag, H2. It may happen when the tag has already been closed by another tag. So where am I having extra H2 here, please? This is the button, this is this div. So what's wrong with my H2? I did it. Oh my God. It says unexpected closing tag, H2. What is unexpected here? Oh, sorry, my ID does not have equal to. Sorry about that. My ID, I didn't give it equal to. All right, guys, you can see. You can see. All right, so now let us go and create. I'll close this. Then I would also close this. Let's create something after the header. All right, so we are going to create another section, or we'll call it main. We'll call this section main. All right, we'll call this section main. Okay, this is main. All right, this is main. And then we are going to have a section under this main. And I don't even know what to name this section now. Okay, so I will name it, what do we even have there? Let me see the contents. Let me know the name I'll give it. AICRM, book jobs faster with artificial intelligence. So maybe I'll just call this section book jobs. All right, you can find something better to give it. All right, so I will call this section book jobs. I will say ID is equal to book jobs. All right, so I'm going to give this ID. So the main, of course, I'll style this main so that every other thing will be in center. You see, everything should be in center. So I'm going to style this main. to be flex box, but the content will be column. The flex direction will be column. So then I cannot have these other guys. Uh, okay, okay, okay. All right. So I will go back. All right. So I will come here. Maybe I'll just collapse this guy so that we'll have some space. So remember, mobile design first. So I'll come here. I will say main. All right. Main, I will say display is flex. Display is flex. The direction, flex direction will be column. And then I will say width is 100 VW. And I might give it a height. I might give it height of, let me give it let me give it height of, I will leave the height to be auto. But the thing is, okay, I'll give it height to be auto, but what I'm going to do is I'll leave height to be auto, but I will say padding so that um I will say padding, okay. I will say padding auto. Is there, I don't think there is any value for padding auto. I don't think so. There's nothing like auto. So I'm going to give padding. I will say um padding, I'll give the top to be, let's say, 50 pixel, and then the what's it called again? The width. Okay, maybe I can just leave it. I will center it. I will say align items center, and then justify content to be center too. Now, I will go and create my ID. What's it called again? We called it book jobs. We call it book jobs. So the background color is going to be the background color we are using for our header. So I'll come here and borrow it. Where is it again? All right, I'll come here and borrow it. And then I will give it a width of, let's say, because it's inside, so I can say 60%. And I can give it a height of, let's say, 400 pixel. What do we got here? Okay. So now our main, we should say, we give our main margin, we will give our main margin top of, we'll just give it margin. All right, we give top of, let's say, 50 pixel. And then we don't want to give any margin by the side. So you can see there is a space now. So maybe we can increase the margin top to, let's say, let's go 100 and see what we'll have. So there will be enough space. Okay. I think so. You can walk around, you can do your own thing. Maybe I would increase also, instead of saying main these book jobs to be 60, I can make it 80. Let's see what we have. So do your thing, all right? Okay, I think this looks better. I think it looks better. So let's go back to our Figma, and then our Figma, we're also going to see, we are going to divide it into two. But before then, we'll have to take this thing to, we have two sections here. But before then, we will have to take it, let's take this guy back to, what's it called again? Uh, Smaller screen. Remember, mobile first. Okay, let's take it to mobile first. So with these book jobs, we are going to make it display flex so that we'll make it display flex. Okay, and then um we'll make it display flex, and we make it display flex. So the by default, the flex direction will be row, but when we are mobile, the flex direction will be column. Okay, so now we have it here. So now let's go and add two divs. Okay, Let's go and have two divs. So this will be the first div, and I will have the second div here. All right. So I'm going to duplicate it. Or first of all, let me give it an ID. I'll give it an ID of what was it? Let me see the content. So this one is messages, and this one is, I'll just call it book. I'll just call it book. All right. So you guys should pardon my bad naming this thing. I'll just call it book. Book. Okay, let me call it book div. All right. Then the other one, I will call it message div. Yeah, that's good. This one, I will call it message div. I'll call it message div. So now let's go and style. Okay. So, pam, 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 pam. So, of course, our main, this section is flex. So we are going to say um, justify content to be space between, okay, or even space around. All right. Then align items to be center. So our guys do not have any content. So we can go and say, okay, we'll say book. Remember, that's the name, book div. All right. We'll make it so um let's put a write-up first on that guy. So I'm going to copy this. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to copy and then I'll paste it here in that book. Uh-huh. So let me go and sort it out. So the first one, I think I'll put this guy in, I'll put this guy in H2. I'll put this guy in H2. H2. Okay. Then this other one, I'll put it in of course, I'll put it in H3. I'll put it in H3. And then this one, the secure, I'll put it in paragraph. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, so look at what we have here. You see what we have here. Okay, so I'm going to format. So look at what we have here. So first of all, let's go back to this main guy. The color should be, the color of this thing should be white. The default color should be white. Oh, should be white. Uh-huh. And then we'll make this guy um of course, it has to be centered. It has to be centered. So I will make it width of, let's say 80%, normal. I think it looks better, guys. Let me expand. Oh, yes, I think it looks better. But it looks better. So I can now go on. Let me style the this H1, this H2 here. Let me style this H2. I'm going to reduce the font size because if you look at what they have here, this one seems smaller. All right, this one seems it's not no, okay. We can make this one bold. Okay, okay, it's not smaller, but it's not bold. All right. So what do I do here? What do I do here? Should I change it? Okay, so I'm going to say um, any H2 that is under the book div, H2 under the book div. I should say the font weight to be, let me reduce the font weight. No, 100 is small. Let me go for lighter. Let me see what lighter will give me. Okay, I think we can work with that, or you can work around with that too. So I can say margin bottom. Let me go with, let's say 20 pixel, or maybe 50. Am I even targeting the right thing? I said margin top instead of margin bottom. I'm supposed to go for margin bottom, guys. Sorry. Oh, so 50 is too much. I was wondering. I'll go with 20. Yeah, 20 is, or I can even do 10. Okay, because if you look at their own, the space is not too much. So 10 looks good. Then I'm now going to, then the H3 under this guy, I would make it, I would make the font weight to be bold. And then I can also make the font size, I can increase the font size. The font size could be increased to, let's say, 3 EM. Let's see. Oops, guys, is it not too much? Okay, so, okay. Is it too much? I don't think so. All right, so look at their own, look at our own. Maybe I should increase it a bit. Maybe I should increase it a bit. If you don't like my design, you can just change your own, okay? I will increase it a bit. Let me say 2.5. Yeah, I think this looks good. So then the margin bottom can be, there's a lot of space there, so I can go with 50. So I think, so you can work, you can do it, like I said, you can always, you see the space, but the thing is that this guy is too much. So we are going to do the paragraph. We work on the paragraph and give it a maximum width. We'll give it a maximum width, max width of let's say 50% of the container. You see, that's better. That's better. All right. Then, but what we can do is, I think this one is too much. 50 is too much. I can go for 40. Okay. Now, and it seems like um the main, not the main, the book div, not the book div, the book jobs. All right. Did we give it any height? Yes, we gave it height of 400 pixels. Maybe we should just leave the height out. Let the height be auto. Oops. Yeah, it should be auto now. Okay, let's go with height and say auto. Oh. Okay, there is no margin, there is no padding. So we can add padding. We can add padding of uh padding top of, let's say, 20 pixel, and the other one is 0. Okay, so we can increase the padding to be 40. Okay, guys, it looks better. I think so. So now, remember, we are making this flex, these book jobs, we are making it the flex direction to be column in mobile device because the other message will not cannot contain there too. So now we are going to work on the message part. What content do we have? So you can see this is another in this message part. We have two buses. All right. In the message part, we have two buses, and the background color is white. So let's go and work on it. We have two buses. So here we are going to create two buses. So the first div, then the idea of this div is going to be uh, the idea of this div is going to be, I'll call it long message. I will just call it long message, guys. Okay. I'll just call it long message. Then the other one, I will call it short message. Okay. I'll call it short message. Then this message div is also going to be flex short. All right. So I will format. Okay. So now we have two divs inside. So let's go and style our let's go and style the long message and the short message. Let's go and style it. So we'll come here. We'll say ID long message. Sorry, EMSG. Sorry, MSG. And then long message. So I will say I will give it width of, let's say, 80%. I will give it height. I'll give it height of um, let's give it height of, let's say height of 200 pixels. Sorry, 200 pixel. Then the background color should be white. Background color is white. And nothing is showing. So what is happening? Long message, background color to be white. So, and there is a container here. Of course, there is a container here. But why is the background color not showing white? What are, what's happening now? You can see it's increasing. It's increasing, but the background color is not showing. Back. Hmm. Now, wow. Maybe background color be this. Background color to be. What's happening? Okay, so let me go back to these book jobs. I said that the color is white. Let me just remove it and see. So it's not a problem. Uh, maybe the width is not showing. So maybe we didn't give the, okay, look at what okay, wait. This guy, okay, look at it. I'm using percentage in width, and we have not styled this other guy. So this message div, book div and message div, um, okay, so I have to style and give width to the message div. Message div. So I have to give width to it. and the width is going to be, I'll give 80%. So it will be centered. Come on now. My message is wrong. My message spelling is wrong. Aha, this is what I've been looking for. Okay, so you can see now that we now have this guy here. Mm, but they are not centered. This one is supposed to center everything. It's supposed to center just five. Oh, oh my God. I said the book jobs, I said just five. Okay, so I have to justify center. I have to center it. Shoot. Let me use justify, sorry, let me use justify content to be, let me use center. And it's still not making sense. What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? We are taking 80% of our main is this, and we are taking 80% of it in this one. Then this the guy is under us, book div. If I say 60%, it's more centered. It's centered now, but it's more. Okay, it's more. So I can go for 70. Okay, I think I'm getting what I want. So it's centered now. It's centered now. So so you can actually work around it. You can work around it. So with this one, I can also say 70. And then, of course, I would, this book div is 50, 70%. This one is so, okay. Okay, I think it's centered. Um, but let me go and check something. This div is 70%. The book div is 70%. Uh, message div, book div. So message div and book div, 70%. So it should be centered. I don't think it's centered. In my own opinion, it's not centered. What am I? Maybe I should remove this padding here and see what happens. This is supposed to be centered now, right? This is supposed to be centered. This is the flex direction is column. If I change it to row, let's see. So it is not centered. It's supposed to be centered. All right? It's supposed to be centered. Maybe there's not enough space. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce. Maybe there's not enough space. Okay. It should come center. It should come center. Justify content is centered. All right. Hmm. If we give it height of 400 pixels, let's see what we get. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. So we'll go with auto. And then we'll just add the margin. It is centered, but the top. it should also come. Okay, so let me put padding. Let me put padding 50 pixel. Mm. I'm not getting what I want, but I wouldn't want to spend too much time. So you can actually find a way and fix it. So this message div that is in background color white, oh, the message div is still 80%. Make it 70. I want it to be centered. Come on. 100%. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so this long div okay, this long message is inside of the message div. All right, I get it now. Yes, yeah, that's okay. I get it now. Then all right, so yes, 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 I get it. I get it. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to have I should have gap. This book div, the book div, uh, these book jobs should have column gap, of 2 a.m. It doesn't work. I don't think gap works with flex. I can't remember. I don't think so. So I don't think column gaps work with flex. So what I can do here is I can say, okay, flex justify content should be space between. Justify content should be space around. No shaking, nothing worked. Space between. Hmm. So even this my justify content has nothing to play here. So everything is centered. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this book div. I'll give this book div imagine. You can do better design than I'm doing here. Oh. So if you think you can do better design, so I can give imagine, I can give 20 pixel, imagine bottom of 20 pixel, or maybe I can make it bigger. So 50. All right, I think this looks better. All right, I think it looks better here. So now, did I give, okay, the height is still auto. So long message, maybe I can increase the height to be, let's say 400. All right, guys, how does it look? How does it look, guys? How does it look? All right. Maybe later on I can change when I now add content, I can change it so that it to be auto. So I will give the other one. So we have short message. So I'll give it the same package. But then the height might be something like 100 because it's very short. To differentiate them, I'll give a margin bottom of, let's say, 20 pixel. All right, I think it's looking better. Okay, so now I'm going to leave you to do the remaining. The content of these message boxes, I want you to create, do it yourself. You can add the border radius, you can add the content. So I will leave you to do this one yourself. But if you cannot do it, please reach out. If you cannot do it, reach out. Then I would also leave you to make it responsive. Yes. Now, if you can see, normally when it is on mobile device, we are making it column. We are making it flex column. As a flex direction to be column. But when we go to wider um, wider screens like this, I want you to make them to stand side by side. So that's the assignment I'm going to give you here. So follow the thing I did before. So if you cannot do it, please reach out. Try your best, but if you cannot do it, reach out. Okay. So this is where I'll be ending this. So from the next class, we'll start with other ones. So this will be your own assignment. Make it responsive. Okay. I want a situation whereby if you can see this one, they are side by side on desktop. So on wider screens, I want you to make them side by side. So go and do it yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay. Thank you very much, and God bless you.